Hi guys, how y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much, and if you've been here, thank you so much. So guys, today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can help your clients feel more relaxed during a session. From the moment they come into your space, how you can help them to be comfortable and relaxed. So if you want to know what I think about this, please keep watching. Okay guys, so I decided to talk about this because I had an experience. I had a photo shoot recently and my staff was taking me pictures, and I realized that I was a bit tensed, and anytime he looks at the camera and doesn't say anything, I'm like, did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? You know, I just felt tensed, and I started asking myself that this is most likely what my clients deal with. They also have their own fear and their fears, and they're also tensed before the shoot. So it's important that we are aware of that and then make sure we make a conscious effort to make them very comfortable and relaxed during the session. So yeah, I decided to talk about this. So the first point I feel is important is communication. So before your shoots, even before the day of the shoot, it's important to talk to the client. Even if the client is booking from your booking platform, try to call and talk to that person. Have that first conversation with the person even before meeting the person on the day of the shoot. If you can meet the person before the shoot, that's even perfect. But if not, you should at least speak to the person at least once before the day of the shoot. That way you've already established some sort of relationship before that day, and when the person is meeting you, is not necessarily meeting a complete stranger. You're like someone he's spoken to or she has spoken to before. So that tends to help the atmosphere. Like when you're meeting the person, it just feels like, okay, you've spoken to this person before, there's already some sort of established relationship. So it's very important to communicate with the person before the shoot. Now that's very important. So communication is my first point here. Second point is as soon as the person comes in, try as much as possible to exude confidence, even if you're having your own personal struggles. A lot of us have those struggles. Is this shoot going to be awesome? How will I do it? This client looks intimidating. I hope I get the kind of pictures she wants. I hope I'm doing the right thing. You need to show all that. That's good. All the things going on in your head. You don't need to show that to your clients. Just exude confidence. Act as though you know exactly what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. Because a lot of times, really, yeah, you know what you're doing, but you get tensed. I get tensed a lot. Like, I think for every shoot, my heart is beating. I'm praying, God help me, let this shoot be awesome, you know. So it's really not easy, but you don't need to let your clients feel that aura around you. They should feel like they're in safe hands, that you know what you're doing, you know exactly what you're doing. When you're saying tilt this way, sometimes even when you're directing a pose, sometimes you're not even sure what you're doing, but the client doesn't need to know that. Just exude confidence. It tends to help them to even feel more relaxed. Now the third point is compliment them as much as possible. Tell them something. Tell them they look nice. Tell them their shoes look nice, or their dress is pretty, their hair. Look for something that is true. Don't compliment something that is maybe the person you can't even see. The person is not pretty and you say, yeah, you're so pretty, and you know the person is not pretty. That's not a good compliment. Look for, there's always something beautiful about people. Is it that their hair is nice, or they have really pretty nose, or their lips is so pretty, or their hair, or their nails, or their shoes, or their dress, or something. There's always that thing. So find it and compliment them. In fact, if you can do this the first time you meet them, that will be awesome. It will help the person to feel more relaxed around you. So as much as possible, try to compliment that person. Tell the person looks good, the person looks great, you like the way the person talks. There's always something. Find that thing and tell the client. I have noticed that if I walk into a place and I meet a complete stranger and the person compliments me, I naturally just warm up to that person. So I think that's a natural, a normal thing that can help break the ice for any business relationship at all. So compliment the person. It will help the person and it will also help you. Even if the person comes up all stuck up, I'm the big person and this, once you compliment the person, it tends to make the person mellow, and the person, oh really, oh thank you, you know. I've noticed that it works for me too. Yeah, so very important. The fourth point is try as much as possible to affirm your clients. As you're taking the photos, you're looking at the pictures. Oh wow, beautiful, beautiful. Just say something nice. when I'm photographing children, I tend to tell them, wow, you're doing great. That's for children. You can't be telling an adult that. But for kids, you can say, oh, you're doing great. Let's clap for Nonso. Let's clap for him. Wow, good job. Even when the child is not sitting down, when the child is jumping up and down and is not behaving well, you just keep complimenting the child. It works all the time. You don't see the child is now like trying to pose for you. Meanwhile, the child was not interested in the photo shoot, but you just start fake applauding the child, and it works a lot of times. And even for adults, just make them feel like what they're doing is nice. Even if the pose is not really making it's not working, you look at the photos of like, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, but can you turn this other way? Okay, I'd like you to move your legs this way. Okay, tilt your face this way. Okay, you take a photo and you still feel that the person is still stiff. You say, okay, that's nice. I think you're doing great. Okay, let's try and take more pictures, and then you go, okay, I think you should relax your shoulders a bit. Just tilt a bit to the side and relax your shoulders a bit. Yeah, this is nice. Wow, that's great. Just keep affirming them. Tell them they're doing great. You'll be shocked that all those little affirmations will tend to make them feel more relaxed. And if it's some clients, when I start the shoot, they say, you know, I don't know how to pose for pictures, or I don't know, I'm not such a great photographer, I don't know how to pose for pictures, I'm not an awesome model, just manage me like that. I'm like, no, everybody has the modeler in them. So I just encourage them, and you see that initial time they might be tense, but once you start affirming them, they will tend to relax, and by 15 minutes into the shoot, you'll be shocked that that's the same client. And even when you're shooting, you can be having conversations with them. That's the fourth point now. Try to have conversations with them. Try to know something about them even during the shoot. So as you're shooting, you can strike up a conversation. Oh, okay, maybe you can talk about work. So what do? You can look for something to talk about. Okay, so what are you? Oh, you're a doctor. Oh, that's beautiful. So you can strike up a conversation. I usually even do that when I'm during the makeup session. So the makeup artist is doing the makeup for the client in my space. I try to strike up a conversation with the client. I look for something so that we can have that proper rapport, like we've connected. So by the time I'm even taking your pictures, you already feel like it's your friend that's taking you pictures. You tend to be more relaxed then. And even during the shoot, you can look for ways to strike up conversations, talk about stuff. It goes a long way. I kid you not, it goes a long way. And a lot of times we're not even aware that the clients are feeling these things. They also feel tense. They also feel uncomfortable. They are in a new environment. They are taking pictures. They are not used to it. So you have to make a conscious effort to make them comfortable. And I feel like when they're comfortable, they tend to give you the best poses. So they're not like super stiff. When they're uncomfortable, their shoulders are raised higher. They're tensed, and you can see the body language is not. You will notice it from your images. So as much as possible, try as much as possible to get your clients to relax. I've said that many times. Anyway, so my final point is anything you can add to your studio to make the environment comfortable is also important. So for me, when I'm shooting, there's always music, and it usually helps my clients. I tend to ask them beforehand, what kind of music do you like, what kind of songs do you like, and some of them like, oh, play gospel. I want to start playing gospel songs. You see some of them are already in the spirit worshiping, and that alone has already made them super relaxed. Some will say, oh, I like danceable songs, and then you play the danceable song and you start dancing, and all of you start dancing, and everybody's dancing, and the whole shoot is fun. You don't even feel like you're doing a chore, or you're working, or you're posing for the camera, because the music is there, the vibe is good, and the energy is good, and then the client just enjoys the session. So music is very important. If you don't have a sound system, or there are small speakers now, Bluetooth speakers, you can just get that. Even when you're going to locations or in your studio, you should have that as a photographer. It usually helps. So yeah, these are the few tips I felt I should share with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click the like button. Yeah, and then if you have any topic that you want me to talk about relating to photography, please let me know. You can send me a DM. You can write it in the comment section down below. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.